Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E. Nation Knife Reviews. Just like so many of you folks, I am on the never-ending journey to find that perfect blade. We're going to grade every blade on a 5-star scale as a tool, as a self-defense implement, and as a knife overall. Also, would we replace this knife if we lost it, and should you add it to your collection? Most important of all, without further ado, let's get to this knife review. Here at the K.O.E. Nation, we have the Cold Steel 1911. Excellent, excellent little blade. Excellent. Just everything about this is a great, great knife. The 1911 is an excellent cold steel knife. It's got a very short blade. In fact, all the specs I'm going to play for you here. And let's get into the specs here for the Cold Steel 1911. We got 4116 stainless steel blade with flipper assist open. It's awesome. The lock secondary safety mechanism. Also, just for folks who need a fidget, that works well. Griv X textured handle. Sure, you can call it pretty much anything. Pocket clip, all steel. Not bad, not bad. The weight is 3.1 ounces. The blade length is 3 inches. The blade thickness is 3.4 millimeters. The handle length is 4 inches. The overall length is 7 inches. So, interesting specs. Everything's very even on the Cold Steel 1911. So, interesting knife. But, hey, folks, them's the specs. Back to you. There you go, folks. There you go. Those are the specs to the Cold Steel 1911. Now, to be honest with you, I think this is the ultimate fidget knife because there's no springs here. Okay, there's no spring assist, but the action is just so smooth that just hardly any little pressure at all. But like as you can see, there's no spring assisting it. It's just a very smooth action, and the handle is trying to emulate that of a Springfield 1911. Which I nothing but appreciate. So finally, even knife guys can be like, I got that 1911 grip. It's also another ultimate fidget knife because this is a lock, but it's just a great little clicker. Like if you're one of those people that needs to fidget with something, you could just fidget because this lock, all it does is stop the blade from going back down. It actually does not stop the blade from going back up. It doesn't stop the blade from opening in any way. So the lock blade from coming back down, it just keeps this liner lock in place a little bit better. So it's not the most useful thing, to be totally square with you. I forget exactly what I think I paid about like $43 for this particular blade, which is a little pricey in a lot of instances, but this is a good Taiwanese made blade. Even it's 4116 stainless, but still it's kind of my ultimate box opener blade. Now we're gonna grade this on a couple of 5-star scales. 5 meaning you have to have this blade before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. The K.O.E. Nation has advised you well. We're going to grade this as a tool, as a self-defense implement, as a knife overall. Would I replace this knife if I were to lose it, and should you add it to your collection? As a self-defense implement, it's not really this thing's design. I like the fact that the flipping implement even kind of has, it's reminiscent of a 1911 trigger here. Like if you're a 1911 lover, this is a knife you need. As a self-defense implement, I mean, as much use as this short blade could be, I suppose. Like I always say, it's better than harsh words and stern looks, but that's not what this is designed for. That is not this particular blade's intent. But like I always say, like I always look at the idea of like a mountain lion, if that were to attack you, because that's an animal that's very deadly to human beings, but there have been instances where humans have been able to defend themselves against one with their bare hands. So that's an instance where a force multiplier, like So in those instances, any blade on you, like when a wild animal such as that is attacking you, this is a huge up, okay? Because we're a tool-using species, we need tools to survive. So as a self-defense implement, though, I'm going to give this 2.25. So it's not quite middle of the road for self-defense, because that's not this thing's purpose. As a tool, I'm going to give this 3 stars, because this is just the perfect length for all like office work, like package opening, box opening, like I'm going to demonstrate here in a bit. This is my ultimate box opening knife here. Now, if I were to lose it, would I replace it? Yeah, like this is just my box opener. And there's been times I've just done that before. Like sometimes, like there are people who literally buy knives just to kind of fidget with them. This would be the ultimate fidget knife, because this you can do just, it's just kind of fun to do. As much as I hate to say, it's just fun to do. So I could see just having a lot of fun with this. But as a tool, yeah, 3 stars. As an overall knife, I'm going to stick with 3, because it's utility and it's got a kind of a fun factor, which isn't really well known. But I'm also going to use this knife, and we're going to demonstrate it as a box opener. We're going to use Cold Steel 1911 to open this bad boy. Oh, wow. That just went through like a hot knife through butter. Whoa. Like, be careful with this bad boy. Wow. That just was efficient. Wow. Like, that was like lightsaber fast. Just zoom. So, yeah. The Cold Steel 1911, I would definitely recommend to your collection for any kind of box opening. And that was this review of the Cold Steel 1911. And you can, of course, find me at K.O.E Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter, folks. God bless all y'all. Travel well.